Hello everyone, welcome back to Preeti Sivach Lit Zone. We have started our course on language and linguistics and we have discussed language and its characteristics. Now in this video we are going to look at linguistics and its nature. Let's start. So first of all we will look at definitions of linguistics which is given by various linguistics. So the first definition is given by Henry Sweet. What Henry Sweet said? He said that linguistics is the scientific study of language. So what linguistics is? We study language scientifically in linguistics. For example, we use rules which are created in grammar. We use observable facts which are given. So it is not based on our personal opinions or personal judgments, but here are some rules and we use these rules scientifically to study the language. Here is the meaning of scientific as deeply explained, that like in biology or chemistry. So in science we use facts, data or a collection to study the facts of science. So same in the linguistics, we use rules, grammar rules. We don't use our personal opinions that this is wrong or this is right in the language, but we use these observable facts or given rules to study the language. So study of language focuses on how language works, its sounds, words, grammar and meaning. So these all things we study in linguistics. It is objective, it is not subjective. We do not use our personal opinions and we are not biased in learning language or understanding language. For example, we do not say that this is good language or this is bad language, but we just describes how people actually speak. We do not say that this is wrong and this is right, but we just say that how people say it, how people use it, why people used this sentence. So we describe this in linguistics and not talk about the good or bad language. For example, instead of saying ain't is wrong, a linguistic studies why people say ain't and where it's used. So we do not say that this ain't basically is short form of is not, am not and are not. So we don't say that this ain't short form is wrong, but we study where it is used, in which reason it is used, this short form is used. And so we do not talk about the part of it that this is wrong and this is right, but we only talk about that why and how people used it. Then what Ferdinand de Saussure said about linguistics, that linguistics is the scientific study of the life of science within society. So in the earlier video I had talked about science, that what science is. A system of science is sign is equals to a word plus its meaning. For example, we have a word, for example the tree is a word which is a signifier. So the actual word is signifier, and by listening that word, the mental concept which occurs in our mind is signified. So this is a tree. Now I am making the tree, this is tree. So we used the word tree here, this tree. So this tree is signifier, the actual word is signifier, and whatever mental concept occurs in our mind is signified. So the signified will not be same in everybody's mind. Mine tree will be different from yours and your tree will be different from mine. So this signified can be different in everybody's mind. So what Saussure wanted to say, that it is system of science. We gave this we gave the name tree to tree. We could say something different to tree, like we could say that this is not tree. We could give this another name, like we can say that this is bag, this is something else, but we said that this is tree, and everybody agreed on it. And this aggregation part is what Saussure said, that this is the system of science, and the society created it, and we agreed on this system of science. So it is basically it is a social in nature. The society agrees on that meaning, society agreed on that sign. So everybody agrees that dog is equals to that animal. So the animal which we can see that it has 4 legs, a tail, this is dog. We could say another name to it, but we said that this is dog, and everybody agreed on it. So it is a system of science, and society agreed on this sign. Then study of structure. Linguistics looks at how these signs are arranged and function in society. So this is what I said, that society agrees on that sign. For example, why do we say the dog barks and not dog the barks? The structure is part of the system of signs. So this is the structure we use, that the dog barks. So the dog barks. The dog is the animal. We have given the name to this animal. We don't say dog the barks. The bark is not given the name to that animal, but dog is given the name to that animal, and it becomes the structure of our sentences. If we use dog in object and bark in subject, then our meaning or structure will change. So this system of science also suggests on structure of the language. So its system, it's structurally maintained. Then we have Noam Chomsky. Noam Chomsky said that linguistics is the study of knowledge that people have of their language. So whatever knowledge we have of our language in our minds from earlier is linguistics. So the mental concept we have in our minds about language is linguistics. For example, when a child born, we teach him or her the language, but for example, he used this sentence, I goed instead of I went. We didn't teach him to use I goed. So he made his own concept that there are different forms like walk, walked, and walked. So he used I goed instead of I went. So this is mental concept he or she has in their mind, and he used it about language. So it focuses on the mind, the mental concept, the mental grammar we already have in our mind, not just social science, that the society gave us. We do not talk about that only, but the concept we have about language in our mind from earlier, we also talk about that. He gave these two terms, this concept, competence and performance. Competence is hidden rules in the brain. So we the example which I have given you about goed and went, that we didn't teach about the goed. So the child learned it from the different forms he or she learned in their school or from wherever else. So he thought that there are different forms like walked and walked, so there will be same in goed. So he used goed instead of went. So it is hidden in our brain that the things work like that in language. And what is performance? The actual speech. So whatever we say, so there is mental concept in our mind. So whatever we say, what if it is wrong, no matter, it doesn't matter. So the actual speech we are producing, it is wrong or right, it is performance. So it there can be mistakes in performance. Whatever you talk, whatever I talk, can be made by mistakes. We make so many mistakes in our language. This is performance, we perform. Then creativity of language. Humans can create unlimited new sentences using limited rules. So the in the language session I talked about the Chomsky definition of language. He said that there are finite elements, and from these finite elements we can create infinite elements. For example, we have finite set of words, the words like eats, dogs, runs. So we can create number of sentences from these, using these finite words. So this is creativity or productivity of language. For example, you can instantly know the cat is running is correct, but cat the running is wrong, even without being taught. That's your mental grammar. So it is fitted in our mind that this is wrong, this is right, we can say this, we can't say this. So this is mental concept in our mind which is hidden. So these were definitions given by various linguistics. Now let's talk about nature of linguistics. So first of all, linguistics is scientific. I have talked this, that linguistics is a scientific study of language. So we study language as systematically, just like in science we use facts, and so in linguistics we study it systematically by using rules of grammar, etc. It observes facts, collects data, finds patterns, and makes rules. So we don't just study that it sounds right, but we study the structure of or order of it, or the rules of it. Then descriptive. So language is not prescriptive, it is descriptive. What does that mean? That how people actually use language, not how they should use it. So we should not say that this is wrong or this is right, but how people use it. So in different reasons people use language differently. So the example I have given you of int, that int is a short form of is not, am not, or are not. This is not wrong, but in some reasons it is said wrong, and in other reasons it is called right. So we study that how people use it, not just this is wrong, and how people should use it. Then the focus is on real speech and writing. So this example ain't I have given you. Then structural and systematic. Language is a system of signs, sounds, and rules. So we have signs like sounds plus meaning, which is signifier and signified. We have sounds, phonetics, and rules in grammar. So this is all system. For example, in English we use the pattern of SVO, subject, verb, and object, and this is a structured or systematic of our English grammar. So we use this pattern of subject, verb, and object. So it is systematic. Then social and communicative. Language exists in society, it's learned and shared. So language is not inherently in us, we learn it from society. It is not natural, we learn it through our surroundings. So we are not born with language, we learn it from our society. Meaning comes from agreement among speakers. So we have given certain names to certain things, and society agreed on it. If society doesn't agree on something, we cannot use this word in our society, because people will not understand it. So the names we have given to the things, it is agreed by society. Then cognitive and mental. Linguistics studies the knowledge of language in the human mind. So the concept of language comes in our mind. We study this in linguistics. So people have innate ability to generate correct sentences. We have this innate ability of to generate sentences in our mind. For example, she is happy is correct, but happy she is sounds so without being told. So from earlier we know that this sentence can, without knowing the rules of grammar, that this sentence is wrong, this word is wrong, this is right, and this can be okay. So the concept is from initially it is in our mind. It is not taught by it is not taught by the other people, but we know that this can be right and this can be wrong. So it is mentally in our mind. Then applied and interdisciplinary. So we take helps from other fields, and other fields also take help from linguistics. So it is interdisciplinary. So linguistics connects to psychology, anthropology, computer science, and education. For example, in psychology, we learn that how the language comes in our mind. So psycho means the mind plus language, and how from our mind we use different words to communicate. Then anthropology, how society works in, how language works in society. Anthro, which means related to humans, so how language works in society. So these things are discussed in linguistics. It helps in teaching, AI, translation, speech therapy, which is basically we study in computer science. So in conclusion, linguistics is the scientific, descriptive, so it is not prescriptive. Structural, it is structurally maintained. It is social, we learn it through society. And cognitive, study of language, the mental concept which occurs in our mind. It explains how humans create, use, and understand it. So this was all about linguistics and its nature. I hope you like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe it. Thank you so much.